Yes, yes, yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Cyber Safety Net Stay Safe Online, episode 112. Why you should become the high-hanging fruit. Why you should become the high-hanging fruit. High-hanging fruit, of course, would be the opposite of low-hanging fruit. And here's a spoiler alert for you. The general idea is to position yourself as the high-hanging fruit, so it'll be more difficult and more time-consuming for someone to victimize you. My name is Anthony Germanos, and I will be the presenter today. Be the high-hanging fruit, not the low-hanging fruit. And I have a definition from dictionary.com of low-hanging fruit. I'm going to read that for you. Low-hanging fruit is a course of action that can be undertaken quickly and easily as part of a wider range of changes or solutions. Low-hanging fruit is a course of action that can be undertaken quickly and easily as part of a wider range of changes or solutions. If somebody's trying to hack rich Americans, and I was talking about rich Americans in the previous presentation, episode 111, but if someone's trying to hack, they're trying to get an easy score. They can try to hack you, but if you're high-hanging fruit, it's going to be difficult and time-consuming. They'd rather get an easier score with somebody else who's low-hanging fruit. Today's presentation is sponsored by my fourth book, How Hacks Happen. In How Hacks Happen, there are two personas. There's me, Mark, the good guy, who wants to protect you. There's Brad Cracker, the bad guy, who wants to rip you off. He's good at hacking, he says it's easy, and he likes the easy money. Now we're talking about high-hanging fruit or making it difficult for someone to hack you. And back in episode 102, I presented the CIA Triad, or the Confidentiality, Integrity, Availability Triad. And for someone trying to hack you, I'd say this is within the confidentiality domain, because they're trying to get to the financial and human resources secrets that you are holding confidential. But if they hack you, then they get to see them. Therefore, the confidentiality is gone. Today, we're talking about the confidentiality domain of the CIA Triad. Positioning yourself as the high-hanging fruit has three benefits. One is you make it too time-consuming. Two, you make it too difficult for someone to hack you. And three, they'll give up and go after somebody else who will be an easier score. And there are three different ways that you can position yourself as the high-hanging fruit. And these ain't that tough. Number one is use strong passwords. There are criteria for passwords, and the more you embrace these criteria, the stronger your passwords are. You could go with a short password, which would be easy to crack. Then make the password longer. Then convert some characters into numbers. Also bring in lowercase and uppercase characters. And last, bring in special characters. I usually convert S's to $signs. The more complex your password, the more difficult it will be for someone to guess it, especially if they're using a word list like Rainbow Crack. Number two, do those updates. Microsoft, Adobe, and Apple push updates often. And I know some people say, oh my God, more updates. But yes, these updates are good because Microsoft, Adobe, and Apple are finding vulnerabilities and they are patching them, and they're making those patches available to you for free. A few years back, the hospitals in England, or I should say United Kingdom, got hit by ransomware because they intentionally did not install updates. But I think in retrospect, they'd say, damn, maybe we should have. So install those updates, people. They're free. And last, you need a firewall. A firewall is a device that stands between your computer and the hackers. So the hackers keep pounding away at the firewall while your computer is behind it and protected. I know some people say, but Mark, I have the Windows firewall and it's been in Windows for a while. Well, if people are getting to the software firewall on your Windows 10 computer, they're already attacking your computer. You need some other device that will block those attacks. And when I say some other device, I'm not talking about the $99 firewall at Best Buy. Now I'm talking about a serious business class device. Most of the firewalls I support are from a company called SonicWall, SONICWALL. I'm done. I know your time is valuable. I know there are other places you could have been, but you chose to be here. You chose to listen to me talk about making yourself high-hanging fruit. And you do that with long and strong passwords, by installing free updates, and by using a firewall device. Stay safe out there, everybody. Mark Anthony Germanos.